team's confidence, man? Obviously, y'all are brimming with it, aren't you?
Well, you know, as we keep winning, the confidence it rises each and every game. But sometimes we have to put more than just confidence together to win a game. We have to dig deep and get aggressive with our confidence, as we can say.
Coach was talking about these last couple of games where the defense really kind of came through, especially against UTSA. Does that just tell us a little bit about how much that feeds the energy of this team, that once the defense is clicking, everything else does it just fall into place?
Well, defense is what fuels our offense in most games, which in every game of this season, it's been defense that has helped us win games. So it comes from the defense that starts it off. It's not much of the offense, it's defense that wins games for us.
What did Coach tell you at the beginning of that game when you guys started off a little bit slow, but then you picked it up and you relinquished the lead after that? What did he tell you about midway through the first half?
Well, he told us the only way we're going to win this game is with the defense. Whether it's our offensive clicking or not, it's going to be defense that's going to win the game for us.
The road is a tough place to play, but defense travels pretty well. Y'all pretty confident in going into other environments and playing well?
Well, we're confident in any environment we go to. It's just the point of where our offense is going to be clicking, because we know our defense is going to be there every night, and it's just the point of our offense.
Coach made a comment a minute ago about not wanting the team to panic, knowing that maybe perhaps you guys' trip to the NCAAs is winning the WAC. I know he doesn't want to talk to you guys about it, but I know you talk among yourselves about it.
Well, we just all get amongst each other that say that we want to win a championship, and we know that with our record and everything, that it's a big red dot on our back, and that we have more pressure than whether the coach says or not on our back in every game. So we know that it's pressure going in each game, but we just try to take it off our shoulders by talking to each other.
What are you guys doing to attack the basket and generate points that way? Coach was saying that your interior offense is a big component of it, attacking the basket. So what are you doing just to stay aggressive on the court?
Well, we run a good game of offense, and we run a good offense, and we just happen to have one-on-one good crossover moves to free up our offensive end that they can make shots.
What is that like, knowing that every time you guys hit the floor, being in a league is probably going to only have one bid, that if something falters, one bad game, that takes you out of any bubble consideration, any at-large consideration, and then you know it's going to be depending upon winning the tournament. Does that play whatsoever in tightness or the way you guys approach a game?
No, it doesn't play much of anything, because we know whether or not we still want to win the tournament. We still want to have a good record. We still want to go to the NCAA tournament. We know that what we want to do. So just if we lose the game or not, we still want to win the tournament, because we want to get to the NCAA tournament.
Speedy, Saturday, Coach substituted Alex pretty early in for you. What have you learned from Alex's game? I mean, he's pretty deadly there in the lane with his floater. What have you learned from his game?
Alex is just as good as me. Alex is probably better than me in some areas as if I'm better than him in some areas. So Alex it doesn't mean if he subs me and subs me out. Me and him are both fans of one another in each other's game.
Ever been to Seattle?
No.
What are you looking forward to about going to Seattle?
A good crowd, a hostile environment, and a win.
Don't they have good salmon or something?
Great fresh fish.
They play in the
Fresh fish.
Supersonics arena.
Playing in Key Arena or whatever?
Yeah. Bring your
very
bathing suit too. It's very warm.
good. Warm, yeah.
I don't think we'll get out there.
Lots of flannels, something along those lines. When do you guys get there? Tonight? No, when?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
So how many hours will you actually be in Seattle?
I couldn't tell you.
More than 24?
Hopefully.
Talk about this team. It was young to start the season. A lot of new guys didn't know each other, but y'all seem to play really well together. How have y'all bonded and stayed together throughout this pressure-packed season?
Well, as of last year, we only lost 2 players, and with this year's team being much similar to last year's team, we've been able to put the pieces together that everybody came to one and realized their roles in the court. And you know, so nobody really goes out to carry them what they do. Everybody stays in their role.
Speedy, Isaiah's changed his game a lot. He's started playing a whole lot more consistent. What's it mean to have a guy of his stature and his skill set out there as an option to pass to?
With the physicality of Isaiah Massey and the big body he has, to have someone like that in the paint, it helps us out much. Because we go up against teams that has people that's like 6'7" and 280 and stuff like that. And it's pretty hard when we have people that is not built like that, but with Isaiah and his strength and everything, it's pretty easy when you have someone that hold things down in the paint like that.
What has it been like for you guys? I know you're going to hit the road here soon, but when you first started playing in the TAC this year, there may have been 300-400 people in the gym the first night. Now there's been 3,500, 4,000, 4,500. You kind of like the bandwagon getting full there? What's the energy level like?
I don't think it's much of a bandwagon. I just think it's fans that come out to see what's really been going on and stuff like that. I mean, the fans, they've helped us out a lot lately, and I think the fans like what they see, so I think they're going to keep coming.
Anything else? All right. Thanks, Speedy.